One of the more powerful features of the Amateur Retriever Academy app is the map that you can create training sessions or hunt tests or field trials that you go to. Take a look at a saved recent session of a training session that I put into the app. And this is reloadable. So I'm going to go down here, reload this setup to the map. And I'm going to hit reload, and it takes me right to the map. Now, we ran this from north to south, but usually when you look at it in your phone, you like to orientate this as the line is basically on the bottom of the app. That's how I like to do it. So it's rotatable. And I accidentally dragged that right there. So we can move that. So here's the map that we ran this test yesterday. These were single retrieves, varying anywhere from a walk-up type, 47 yards, to a very, very long 230-yard memory mark at the very end of the field. And then there was a flyer station right here in the middle. And actually, this needs to come over a little bit because it was pretty much in line. The flyer and that long memory bird was very, very tight. But you can see you can click on these individual markers and drag them around. In fact, I could drag the 231-yard marker and I can move it off to the right or the left if it was in the way. So everything's very, very adjustable on this map feature. And then it breaks it down for you. WU walk up, that was 47 yards. RM is for retired Mark 1 at 64 yards. F3 is your flyer. That was the third mark in the session. And then M4 was mark number 4. That was an up gun that was standing on top of the road. That was at 237 yards. So you can see down here the legend. You got line, you got M for mark, RM for retired mark, B is blind, F is flyer. There's a diversion bird and a walk up, and this little yellow dot is the gun station. So if you want to put a gun station in here that shows the throw to RM1, that white line is the arc of the throw that came out of that line. But what's powerful about this is you have a wind vector. Wind was out of the southwest, but because I rotated the map, you'll see that the wind vector also rotates as well. And that's very important. But you have a recenter, an undo, a delete. You got wind fields. You can search for a property if you'd like. You have a save option, and then you have an import option here as well. And we'll come back to that in a moment. But when you hit save, you can have a lot of different options to save your training session. One is just to the top here is to a saved training log. So if I ran 2 dogs on that setup, which I did, then I can enter a title of that session. I might put in there singles off of multiple guns or something like that. It gives me a location that was at our Treasure State Retriever Club grounds. I can edit that, or I can just put in like TSRC grounds or something like that, and it'll remember where that was at. Then I give it a session rating. How did the dogs do? From 1 to 5 stars. That's very critical because when you come back into the log sessions, you'll be able to have access to 1-star, 3-star, 2-star, 4-star, 5-star sessions that you can bring back and recall. We did land, and drill type was marks. Type was general training. Then difficulty was intermediate. And then you can leave some notes down in here on how the dogs did. Then you can save that, and that'll save it to the dog profile. But let's come back to the main save set option here. And in here you have a saved setups. You can save that setup for future reference if you like. You can find a property if you want to search for property. Let me go back. You can export this as a PDF. If you want to download that to your phone and then file that away in your computer, you have that option. Then share via a code. So this will give you a code that you can send to one of your friends that also has the Amateur Retriever Academy app. So only you and that person can see what you did and have a conversation about it. And you just send them by text this code. They go into the app and then they can import that code, and it'll take them directly to this saved map session. How cool is that, huh? Then again, you have posts to the community. So there's a community section there that you can post anything you want down there to ask questions or maybe ask for help, and maybe you wanted some advice on a middle flyer, something to that effect, or inline marks, etc. Uh, that is an option sitting in there as well. And again, we had that import setup. So the map is very, very powerful part of the Amateur Retriever Academy app. Download it free for 7 days. Take a look at it. Have fun with it.